Alrighty, g'day everyone, welcome. Hope everyone is well. Quick sound check. Alrighty, g'day everyone. Sounds like I'm coming through. No lag. Well, only a little bit of lag. So folks, before we do start, just familiarise yourself with the standard disclaimer that says everything is for educational purposes and you are responsible for your own decisions, and by continuing you agree to these conditions. All right. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. So let's jump in, folks. So the market's still taking a bit of a hit. S&P 500, excuse me, right around the lows. A very big move through here, and this followed through. We were hoping that this might have been done if we had a break above this one. That's usually the trigger either way with those patterns. Right, so usually that's an entry below, or often I will take these above with the break above. So it's important with any candlestick pattern to wait, get some confirmation, not too much. So A, B, C, D right here. So you can see we're just below that, right at support. So look, yeah, there's a chance this could bounce, but at the end of the day, we have to go with what we're seeing, still very much risk off. So NASDAQ, very similar, Dow. So these are kind of below now. You can see it tried at the bottom of the base channel. The VIX. So we're getting back up to the top of this sort of mid-range, aren't we? So be a little bit cautious. You can see, maybe just a tad extended, not much. VIX can just push on. So I wouldn't give that too much credibility in terms of extension. Dollar index. The dollar index had a reasonable move. Let's perhaps have a look at the USD chart instead. Get a little bit of a better indication from it. Here it is here. So moved. Let's have a look at the euro. The euro kind of look no man's land, just very sideways. Anchor looks like it's here. When we look at the euro versus the US, had a big move on that dollar strength. So I'm actually liking this long. We've had a nice bit of volume. Look into the lows, bang. Right, so a lot of volume's gone in here. A little bit of double-sided price action there. So the same rules apply, folks. So we need to see climactic price action. That's one. Reasonable extension away from a short-term moving average. So there it is there. But we have to see that kind of, exhaustion, which we've got, that climactic. And you will sometimes see it also on the 4 hour. So the 4 hour we want to see above the short-term moving average. So here it is here. But one of the targets is the 20 period. See it here? So this is not far above, all right? So this is, and that is due to the daily, not kind of this bar here not being sort of extended and closing here. So just be careful with this one. So so on the 4 hour, above the short term, use the 20 as a target. So you can see we're pretty close. Then you can drill down to the 60 minute. And we want to see an anchor break. So it's right up here. So it's a little way away. You can see we've got that final push. And there's the, the volume that's sort of come in. And it's got this funky sort of base here, shakeout move. So this is not clean. just remember where the 20 was at this point in time. It's right here. So my preference with the euro would be to kind of see it, you know, into that and probably above. So really my preference on this would be to maybe see a, you know, a squeeze into that. So we've got our, you know, moving average here. Here's the 20 on the 4-hour. Yeah, some sort of squeeze into here. All right, look, if you get something early through here, and we're getting a move here. If we get maybe an ABC here, that could be worth it, taking it into there, taking a partial in there. Yeah, Hassan. So you can drop down to these time frames. It's often the only way you'll get an entry, get a pattern entry is what we're talking about, rather than just sort of jump in. All right, so what is it that I am seeing that is okay? G'day, Safe. Anyone else I've missed too? All right, so definitely risk off. A little bit of a risk of a bounce, so I'd give it kind of 80% risk here, especially with some of these excuse me, these yen pairs. We've seen movement in the yen and we've seen movement with the British pound. So some straight out longs, Euro Oz. So this one, once again, look, it's just milling around the trend line. It's back to the 20, got a shakeout through the 20 here. Wait for a clean entry on this because we can clearly see what Euro Oz does when it's not ready, when it's in correctives. Right? It's very horrible. So wait for a clean entry. You're probably better off waiting for something, as Hassam said, you know, maybe the breakout pullback above, or, you know, some sort of cut with handle. So you can see we've got the shakeout. So not quite ready. See it in this area, I would prefer. Dollar Swiss, so pretty much an inverse of euro. Let's first have a look at those markets. So the Swiss. So with all the news and volatility, look, we can see this is just sideways. Whereas the yen, it's got bought up. We spoke about this last week. Remember I said I didn't quite trust it here. Those of you probably remember. We had a big down bar. It looked like there was going to be a down bar here. Remember that? A few of you might remember that. And it looked like it was going to continue. But I said this could, keep your eye on this, because this could fool us and head higher. So that's exactly what it's done. So yen's getting bought up. So Swiss going nowhere. Now what I like about this one, dollar Swiss, just a resistance here. What I like about it is we've had the big move here, and we've had this big corrective play out. So consider this a double top. But now we've got our little inverted head and shoulders in here. So this is kind of moving out of this. So the weekly's really not. The weekly's a bit sort of wide, and you'll see that on the daily. So that patterns through here. Here's the double top. So here it is in here. So you want to see this, maybe just pull back and base for a few bars. See what we get in here. So what will that then look like on the shorter term time frames? So we've got the breakout. So maybe a pull back under, and then a move out. Here with the 20 sort of, catching up like this. So a little bit wider, possibly a little bit wider structure, but anyway, look, it could bounce, around here from the 20 early. So be looking for something kind of here, but then sort of extending out into here. I do like this one, Howard. I saw what you said. Well, it's got the momentum behind it. It's got the volume behind it. It's not as extended as some of the others. That's what we want to see. So a few of those last week didn't really eventuate, which is good. Keeps us out of it. All right, some of these counter trend longs. Aussie dollar. So last week we liked the Aussie short. Back through here. Well, we looked at it when we saw this sort of funky base around the lows. So not quite climactic again, but we can see we've got volume through here. Any special spot? Yeah, there you go, right on the 61 from this range. Right. So here's our 40-60 box. You can see we're right at the low. Aussie dollar likes 61s. There's a tech level. If that was combined, with natural support and resistance, that'd make it even stronger. On its own, yeah, look, are we going to get a bounce? So just be mindful of that. It's not textbook on the daily, the 4 hour. So the 4 hours above the short-term moving average. Once again, not a huge amount of room to the 20. So some of these might actually base. We don't have that big move like this, where it gives us room to get that trade in there. Sometimes these will just base out and then they give you opportunity through here. But the picture sort of changes then a little bit on the daily, doesn't it? So let's have a look on the short term. Got the morning star through here, morning star pattern. Got our pause bar, break above, as we spoke about before. Let's drill down to the 60-minute. Okay, once again, we've got the anchor up here and we've got a whole heap of layered resistance. Got a very similar look. It's above the short term, it's above the 20. But really, once again, we've got momentum here. We want to see, that's what we want to see too, momentum through there. That's another characteristic. So you want to see price sort of move. Same thing, give us a, that moving average on the 4 hour 20. Might come through here, give us some sort of squeeze in there. All right, so just be mindful of these. They're not quite ripe. They're not quite setup, but this is where they could bounce from. Be on the lookout too if they stall. Obviously be on the lookout. You can see it's already had a couple of moves back. So move back to the 20, excuse me, move back to the 8, move back to the 8, move back to the 20, back to the 8, back to the 8. And now it's kind of due for that back to the 20. That's got this extension in with it as well. Aussie yen, so very similar. Hammering our little base here on the 4 hour. Back to the 20 on the weekly. So there's a couple of good points. Just be selective with your entries though, as we said before. Wait for setup. We're not just trying to catch a falling knife. So we've got the morning star pattern again. Got the shakeout through the lows. We've got the, okay, so the 4 hour anchors here as well. It's right at the 20. So this is a little better. We drill down to the 60 minute. Got a nice little bit of momentum here. So we've got a nice bit of short covering. So watch this one for the breakthrough here. So the 20 is kind of coming through here on the 4 hour. So, you know, look for setup through here. Target being then the short-term moving average initially on the daily, right? Coming in around there. Right, so it's a little way away. Not too far. What do we think? 60 pips. Yep, there we go. Right on. Right, so we're getting that. Look, a little base and cut with handle. These will move harder when they break a key anchor. We've got momentum. So we've got a few things on our side here. Okay, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin weekly. Just sitting at the top of this one. Resistance becomes support, getting a little bit of a double bottom, getting a lot of volume through this low. Look, notice this, folks. Look at the amount of volume here. It's higher than we've seen in the up move. Have a think about that. What's that telling us? Sharp move into the low. Weak move here. Combined with divergence. Yeah, I suspect that, Justin. I suspect some accumulation here. So, want to see really the weekly. The anchor's right up here. So really want to see momentum come in here. And I probably wouldn't be interested until it breaks through the top of this base. G'day, Senseless. Nice to see you. Alright, so then when we tune into the daily. Alright, so the importance of volume too. Volume is fuel, folks. When we tune into the daily, we can clearly see also we're getting, reasonable volume in this sort of low here on the daily. So we've now had a pop above the anchor. So we started downtrending. So where's the anchor? Right here. Little base instruction, little shakeout. So you can see it's been testing these support. Look, you can see right on. See the tick on a couple of those. So now we've got a sharp move through. So we want to start, we got price acceptance here yet? Not yet. So considering this counter trend long, take a look at the 4 hour. Alright, so the anchor's right here. 4 hours, so we're broken above. Got momentum through here, above the 20. Got a nice big price void here, haven't we? Nice big liquidity pool. Same here, see this, folks? See we test it. Alright, so ultimately, looking to kind of clear this area. So watch this for potential. Still early days, big move. Even on the daily. Nice little classic, look, classic flag, pennant in there, triangle for your playbook. Hugging the 20, beautiful. You saw that one, look what ignited it. Right, now if it keeps, keeps moving, it could be worth some shorter term trades. There we go. There's a beautiful ABC in there. See it there? A, B, C. These are the ones I do like. B is very shallow, you can just jump straight in. So they're worth a go. So Ripple. Very similar. Daily anchor right here. Let's take that area. Look, notice where it came to through here. So this is all ranging price action. Little pause and now pop. 200 period here, nice and thick. All right, do you think it's respected that? Absolutely. Nice big basing structure through here. So yeah, this is looking good. Got a little nice price void here that's filled. Can't quite get it to line up. And I suspect that's a bit sharp. Yes, it is. So same thing, look, push into here. Look for the squeeze into the 200. Right on the short term move. It's already had a couple of touches, so I'd expect maybe a pullback a little bit harder. 4 hours, not bad. So here's that moving average coming through here, the 200. Got a nice little bit of a squeeze in here. Where's the low? Okay, this one's the low. So really you just want to look for it up into this area here. I probably wouldn't touch it before there. momentum on our side. So not bad. So that'll clear the 200 as well. Not bad. Thanks, Justin. Euro dollar we've spoken about. So those big moves on the pound, folks. Yes, I think so, Hassan. So I've already had some huge moves on the British pound. Yeah, this is 500 pips. The one that I got yesterday was pound Oz. So this one I liked. Look, beautiful. And my trade was into the 20. So that was about, I think I got in here and I think I got about 300. Yeah, there we go. So that was pretty good. Look at the difference. Imagine what this looked like. So this is worth another go through here. Still a bit of room here. So these pound pairs. The 15-minute. Well, we've got the shake out both sides, haven't we? Yep, volume all the way through here. No, this is not bad if you like this. So the British pound, it's already had a decent move. So it's got that climactic look. Would have been nicer pausing here. But anyway, it is what it is. 4 hour, you can see we've tackled the short-term moving average. The 20's right here though. So we're going to have to wait for a... Where's the anchor? The anchor's right up here. We have to wait for something in here. And that short-term moving average is probably about there by that time, that stage. So there you go. Okay, there's about 100 pips. That's worthy. That's what I'm saying. If these can start covering. So we did through there. So in that same vein, pound yen. Pound yen's had a big move. Right into support. Nice and accurate. Daily. So it's already had the bounce. So it's already had a 400 pip bounce. So these were good moves, big moves. So the first couple of obstacles where it might pause and bounce. It's right up there. Same thing with this one. Got the 20 on the 4 hour, so this mightn't give us as much room. I don't know, 150 pips. Very similar look. All right, so I've had them. These are the easy moves. Right, now we've got to be a little bit more selective. Pound yen. That's looking pretty good. Same thing. It did too, census. It came right on Asia, right early in the morning. When I say early, it's kind of 10, 11 o'clock my time. So they took advantage of the Asia. So pound yen. Right, shorts, I don't have many. Got a couple of counter trend shorts. As we said before about the US dollar, very extended. So the only ones that look half decent here is dollar CAD. Dollar CAD at resistance. Right, so if you've got the daily at resistance, right, that's another kind of point. So you can see there. Yeah, pretty extended. Hour. Let's have that nice big acceleration at the end of the run. It's through the 8. Would have liked to have seen a bit more of an air gap, like the 20 like this. And then the 8 like this. Then you've got a bit of room in here. See, that's even better. We haven't got that. So we just got to go on what we see. So here's the 20. Move down to the 60 minute. Where's the anchor? It's right here. Excuse me. Alright, so the 60 minute. Here's the 20. So see back here, look here it is. Didn't really give any entry. Here it is here rolling. So would have been nice to see be a test of the anchor. Kind of move in here and then through. Got your trend line through there. Keep that in mind. Draw that in. You can see where I've drawn it from. There, and there. There is an accelerated one there, but I would ignore that. I think you'll find it's through it, yep. So dollar CAD. Worthy of a watch. Dollar Singapore. Back up into the resistance zone, I suppose we call it, through here. Very extended into it. Daily same. This is what we want to see. A few bars and then accelerating, bound to pull back. All right, so this has got a better look. What we spoke about just before. Call it that air gap between the 20 and the short term. This is what we want to see. Move through here slowing. So where's the 4-hour anchor? Look, right here too. Right, so this is a better look. Below the 20, and we've almost got an ABC through here. We have. So it's already triggered. There it is there if you can't see it. Hang on, let me zoom in. See there? Here's the 20. Pretty good. So that's what we like to see. Nice and close to the high. Gives it a bit of room. So if you took that one, stop above here. Targeting here. About 1.5 R in there. This is worth watching for a short-term entry as well. If this doesn't, if you don't get anything here, we've got no choice but to wait till it retests, and even then it just might keep going. So look for a retest up here, or look at how it plays out in here. It is senseless, absolutely. So A, B, and there's your shallow C straight through. Bit easier on the 30. A, B, C. Nice bearish bar here on volume. Expect to pull back into there. Or a pause bar, that'd be even better. Well, it's got halfway through the candle, it's still sitting there. But what's giving us kind of permission with these is the look on the daily. So this is what I'm talking about with a price action entry into an extended move. So when I'm talking about counter trend, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So there we go, folks. That is what I'm seeing. Some okay setups. Few counter trend longs. Had some big moves. Those those dollar pairs were pretty good. Not sure whether anyone still sort of stayed in these ones. That dollar Chinese one was beautiful. No reason to get out of this one yet. This is worth looking for a pullback on this one as well. You can add this to the list. A little close. So was one of the others. It's the 4-hour anchor too, I believe. No, 60-minute. 4-hour anchor's right back here. 20's right here. There's not a huge amount of room, but if you like that one, you can add that to it. So had some big moves. So there we go, folks. 80% risk. I think there's potential, but I think where the macro is could easily get a little bit of a bounce, shake us out. So just wait for good setups, folks. So there we go. So take care, trade well, folks. Don't forget tomorrow, Wednesday workshop, and do some quick market analysis after that. And desktop version too, folks. Looking good for hopefully next week. So keep that in mind. And thank you to those that have already signed up. So probably coming next week, we'll probably switch to the paid version, I would say. Excuse me. So, so keep that in mind, folks. There's still discount code for those that want to jump in early. And, trade safe. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.